Okay, we have 4 games on Wednesday, starting with 7:30 kickoff. Chelsea taking on Leeds United in a repeat of the 1970 FA Cup final, Barry. Chelsea are 1-2 minus 200. The draw is Burlington Bertie 100-30 plus 333. And Leeds were 11-2 this afternoon, into 5-1, nipped in half a point, probably on the back of Chelsea going to extra time. Chelsea, just a wasted chance for them today. They didn't, at no point were they the better team, even in the early stages. Liverpool made all the running. They had the possession, they had the territory, they had the better chances. And then in extra time, I have no idea what Chelsea were attempting to achieve, but a lot of their players are shite as well. Me and Bob were laughing at Madueke because every time he got the ball, he A, made a terrible decision, and then B, fucked up whatever that decision was. So if he's, I'm gonna try an 80-yard diagonal, which was the wrong choice, he would then just get that wrong as well. So he couldn't do anything. Mudryk came on and did terrible things. A weak manager and ridiculous ownership, the whole thing's a mess. The league form's still all over. So I do want to factor in Leeds in some form here. They've won 9 in a row. Sources, Baz, I've been into the sources again, the Leeds United sources. They said Leeds are going full strength, apparently. So if Chelsea make a few changes and even slightly off it, Leeds are on an absolute roll. Yeah, Leeds can punish them, Baz. I'm going for the big dog. I'll take Leeds at 7:45, 2:45 Eastern Time is Nottingham Forest taking on Manchester United. Forest 5-2 plus 250. The draw is 13-5 plus 260. Man United 21-20 plus 105, Baz.
Well, I'm still in full fade mode of Man United and glad to be in full fade mode. And it's supported by the weekend's result and the weekend's performance. I think the Højlund injury, Benedict mentioned in the chat before, is a big setback for Man United. I think they've rode their luck in recent weeks. So anyway, even with Højlund there, I think they've been very fortunate to pick up some of those results lately. And there was nothing that surprised me about that Fulham result the other day. I think it's been coming for a while. And it might have been a late winner for Fulham, but it wasn't undeserved on the performance, as you say. Fulham thoroughly deserved that win. Man United might win this, they might not, but I'll just take. I'm looking for goals. I've skipped ahead of my notes a bit. Forest goals is what I'm looking at here. Forest were scoring losers again, lost 4-2 yesterday. They've still scored in every league game since Nuno joined them back in December. And they've scored 2 in each of their last 3 games, even in defeat. They conceded 2 to Newcastle in a 3-2 defeat. Sorry, they scored 2 to Newcastle in a 3-2 defeat. They scored 2 against Villa in a 4-2 defeat. And I can't remember, they had a 2-0 win against West Ham. So they're regularly scoring. So, as I say, Forest might get a result, maybe not. Who knows which way it goes. But I think this Man United team is starting to look thin at the back again. Martinez is injured again. Shaw's injured again. And it just starts to look a bit ropey. Fulham scored 2. Wolves put 3 past Man United. Christ, even Newport put 2 past Man United in the last round. Forest team total versus Man United. Over 1.5 Forest goals is 13-8. That's where I've gone here.
7:45 on Wednesday is Wolverhampton Wanderers against Brighton and Hove Albion. That's got to be the 2 longest names in English football taking on each other, I think. Do you not reckon? Wolverhampton Wanderers are 6-4 plus 150. The draw's 11-4 plus 275. And Brighton are, in fact, they're 6-4 plus 150. It's a match. It is a match on the books, Barry. So Wolves were functional, might be a polite way of saying it, against Sheffield United today. Actually, didn't think they were going to hang on. Sheffield United were in and around the Wolves penalty area for quite a lot of the time in the last 20 minutes, couldn't score. So Wolves did sneak that one 1-0. Again, Wolves are going to go full strength, Barry. I have this on authority. And Brighton are just a bit weird, aren't they? Nearly fell into the trap on Saturday. Despite Everton having a 0.00 half-time XG and getting roundly battered in the first half, they then went 1-0 up after 70-odd minutes, and I was laughing at myself. Just think we talked about this so much. And they did luckily get a 94th minute equaliser. But they've also thrown in enough low scorers for me to not want to get involved in the goals here, because they had those couple of 0-0 draws. There was 1-1s. They had a load of 1-1s, didn't they, in a row? They had another 1-1 at the weekend. So I was struggling to split them. The Brooks can't split them, Baz, and I couldn't split them. So at that point, I'll take the draw. And the draw's at 11-4 plus 275. But Barry, it's not a 1-1 draw. It's a 2-2 draw, this one. So that's about 14-1. But the main pick, Baz, is going to be Wolverhampton Wanderers and Brighton to draw at 11-4 plus 275.
I've taken it. I just think it's hard to oppose Liverpool in current form, even with the injuries. They're getting the job done against whoever they're up against. They might welcome back one or two this week. Personally, I'd be surprised if they want to bring anyone back into the squad who wasn't deemed fit enough today. So if Salah and Darwin weren't fit enough for the bench today, I'd be surprised if they're involved midweek. But it's the same as Chelsea. You do have to wonder how much was taken out of Liverpool today. But for them, unlike Chelsea, it's just the physical side, because mentally they're coming out of it on a high, and they've got the momentum we talked about earlier. And I think that again could carry them through this. Southampton had been on a massive 25 games unbeaten run at one point. Southampton, they've now lost 3 of their last 4, including 2 straight. I think they've dropped off. They might be a team who do want to focus on the league. So Liverpool might make a few more changes. I think they'll be strong enough though. And I think any version of Liverpool that is put out on Wednesday will be better than Millwall, better than Hull, better than Bristol. 3 sides who've just beaten Southampton in the last couple of weeks. So I think Liverpool at Anfield have now won 6 straight, and 5 of them have been by 2 or more goals. I think you've got to take Liverpool again here, just for the momentum and the form and everything. I think Liverpool to win by 2 or more goals at 11-10 is a good enough price for me. I don't care what version of starting lineup goes out. The pick for me is Liverpool minus 1.5 on the handicap at 11-10 plus 110.